Resigned. I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own. I resign.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is where it starts up again at your front door. Like I said before, if you're becoming license free, and this is where it happens, folks, at your front door. Like I say, I recently put surveillance and cameras on the front door, so if anybody from Capita BBC licensing comes to my door, I don't have to answer the door, whether I want to or not. That's the good thing about this new surveillance situation. Now, I started this channel off a few years ago because I wanted to inform people what to do at the front door, where it all starts off, folks. This is where it starts off. Whether you're legal, license free like me, or you're just blanking them off and getting letters after letters and letters all the time, that's up to you. I'm legal. I've got 2 years to go. Well, sorry, 3 months to go now, because I've got my confirmation letter a few years ago, and it runs out 2023 February. Now, I've had no problems with this at all, and I'm just trying to say to people, it's worked for me. I may be one of the lucky ones. Now, there's other people I've been having messages from saying that I'm wasting my time doing this. But I'm not, because what I'm trying to get across to you, everybody, is what I'm doing is making sure that people have the right to say no at your front door. If you have to open the door to them, if you want to talk to them, all they need to do is to have evidence that you're watching BBC television or live television. If you're not watching BBC television or any other live programs, terrestrial, whatever, they've got no evidence, because you're not watching, you're not paying, you're not watching. So they can't get evidence. So once you know that they can't get evidence, there's nothing to fear from them. They're running everything on fear by sending you letters saying £1,000 fine, all the rest of it. They're going to come knocking on your door. It's all scare tactics. And of course, I know this, and of course, because since I've been license free, of course, they've not come. It's February, it's November today, February coming up shortly. I've had no cold calls at all from the BBC to this address. Whether I've done it the right way, I don't know, but I'm saying I've done it this way, the legally way. That means that I rang them up, telephoned them and said, look, I don't want any more letters, I'm not watching, I'm not paying any more. And it's worked. So whatever happens next, the next 3 months, I don't know. They may send somebody around. They could send somebody around at any time, because once you're off the register, the mailing register, that you're not paying, you cancel your direct debit and you're not paying anymore, you're on a license situation where they're going to get a visit. They're going to send you letters. That's what's going to happen. And it's not going to change till 2027 maybe, but the reason I made this channel to do this is to say that if you rang up, everybody rang up, millions of people rang up, they'd have to change the tactics. They'd have to change their ways, because they understand that it's not working on the British public, not going to pay. As simple as that. They're beaming it out for nothing, and they want you to pay for it, and you don't want to watch. That's your right. It's not your fault it's being beamed out there and you can pick up the signal. I mean, Netflix, you have to pay for it. Amazon Prime, you have to pay for it. It's not coming into your house for free. You know, but the BBC are doing it. Of course, the sooner they get on to pay, or say the internet player is to pay for it by direct debit, the better. Then this whole rigmarole of knocking on people's doors, demanding money, is a thing of the past. Now I'm going to upload a video shortly. As you're sitting down, like I said, I've got this new situation where you're sitting down watching the videos. As I said, just relax, because I'm trying to get people thinking about becoming license free for the first time. and you ring up and tell them that you no longer watch, and that's the legal way I've done it. Now, what happened with this other video coming up is somebody got in the house and all the rest of it, and it was a complete joke. So once you know where you stand, that is, you're legally license free. Now, if you get letters, I could get a letter tomorrow. It doesn't make any difference. It's just rip it up and throw it in the bin, because I've been told that. So it doesn't really matter which way you do it, but long as you know this is where it starts, folks, at your front door. That's the message I'm going to carry across, because to prosecute you or get anything, you have to talk to them or you have to engage with them, and you do not. You just say, no thank you, goodbye, and you shut the door. As I said, I've got my surveillance now, so I don't need to if they do come. I may confront them because for the channel, you know, and I've engaged with them and say, no, I don't require a license here, goodbye, and see what happens, because this is what I'm trying to say, folks. This is why I started the channel, to inform people. It's happened to me, I will let you know, and it's not happened for 2 years. So if everybody did the same as me, tomorrow they'd have to think again how to fund this BBC. Not by direct debits or payments up front, whether you watch it or not. Soon the penny would drop with the BBC, and then have to go some other business plan. You know, I mean, you're getting electric in your house, you're getting gas, but if you don't pay it, it gets turned off. And that's what happens, folks, with the TV or Sky or Netflix, anybody. If you stop paying, you don't get the signal anymore. And this is what the whole thing about the BBC has to change. They're getting billions of pounds, billions, £4 or £5 billion a year, and it's got to stop. It's a monopoly, and like I said, this is the channel I'm trying to get across to you. It stops here at the front door, and they can't go nothing unless they get evidence. They've got no detector vans. That was just a joke. They've got no detector vans because analog signal doesn't work anymore for a start. Plus, they've got no means of getting evidence unless you give it to them. Anyway, folks, I'm going to put these videos through now and just make you understand this is where it starts off at your front door. And if you understand that, no matter which way you do it, legally or non-legal, by you're just going to get letters. You're going to get a visit if you get letters eventually, but you know how to handle it and just say, no, thank you, goodbye. That's all we need to do, folks. And this is what the channel's about, to sort of inform people, pass the things on, and if anybody calls at my front door tomorrow or anything, I will inform you and say what happens, and then you know what to do. Anyway, I'm going to run these videos, which should never have happened, but I'm going to run the video for you to watch and understand that this is where it starts, folks, at your front door. That's the most important thing you have to know if you would become license free, legally or not, wherever you want to do it. I've done it this way, and I find it's better this way. It doesn't bother me if they know who I am at my front door or whatever. That's not the point, because you're still on a number of a house. That's the way they work. You just still got a household. They're going to check every household in the country. Once you stop paying, they just have the right to knock on your door. It's as simple as that. That's until 2027. Till the people, it's you out there, the people, say no thank you very much, and stop this action right now by just cancelling your license and just ignoring whoever comes to your door. That's the way to do it, really. And that's what the plan was, but to make everybody understand that if you want to become license free, save yourself £6 a week, do it this way, and then the license fee will have to be abolished overnight. Anyway, folks, watch the videos now and try and make you understand how simple it is, and how you have to know how to handle these people who come knocking at the door. They're on commission, so they're not going to have any authority. They're not a policeman or anything like that. Which is like I said, it's all run on fear from Capita. The letters, the stupid letters they send you, put them in the bin. Anyway, folks, I'm going to play these videos and hope you understand the situation. This is footage from of the internet, obviously, of YouTube. It's a gentleman being filmed by a cam, licensing official, coming to knock on the door, rings the bell, of course, and it's not going to get any answer, of course. And this is what happens. If you know how to handle this situation, that these gentlemen who are supposed to be enforcement officers come to your door, you you don't answer the door because obviously, like this gentleman's got here, he's got a camera on his door. You can watch people coming in and going, coming to your door. You don't want to answer the door, you don't answer the door. And that's what it's all about, folks. We're having these cameras up now. That's why I wanted to film this bit of film, because this is what happens. You know, they'll keep ringing the bell until they get an answer. If they don't get an answer, you can see him in a minute who's going to put a card through anyway. And this cold calling or knocking on your door will eventually stop with you, the public out there, just saying no thank you very much and just doing what I'm doing, what I'm telling you to do. Is this is just an example video of the gentleman trying to knock on your door and ask you to converse with you about TV licensing. It doesn't get a response because obviously nobody's going to answer the door, whether they're in or not anyway. It doesn't make any difference. But he's going to put a letter through the door now just saying you've had a visit or whatever, which means nothing really, because he's just a salesman and just a person working for the BBC Capita TV licensing, and he's just going to put the card through and be on his way. And that can happen all day to these people. And so you don't have to confront them or do nothing. Just do nothing. Just watch some guy say goodbye, bye-bye, and go back home. That's what you need to do, folks. And that's what you have to do. So we're back with the other video of the people inside this gentleman's house from a few years back now, of course, with trying to stitch the guy up and try and make him get done for having a TV in the house. And you can see Capita, the person Capita, the well-known guy from Capita, tuning the TV in and you know, trying to find the TV stations on his TV. It's a complete joke, you know, this particular video. And the police are there watching these people from Capita trying to get a TV signal, and they can't get one. They can't understand why it's not working. So they're going to leave it now because they're going to go. But this kind of thing should never happen in this day and age now. This is complete and utter, like I told you, what you have to say to yourself, this won't happen to you, nothing to fear. This is what they're trying to put fear into, that you're going to get people coming to you, knocking on your door to try and get access to your property. Unless they've got evidence, they've got a search warrant by a judge proving that you're watching BBC television illegally, but it's live television, your house, they can do nothing about it till they've got evidence, and they can come into your property with a warrant. And you can have your advice yourself, have people to protect you in your property. You know, that's what the law is about. So this should never happen in this day and age. Sorry about the camera there, but yeah, so this is the complete joke. It's just saying now it's a complete joke. This had happened many years ago, about 7 or 8 years ago, I think, and the gentleman filmed it all. But it won't happen in this day and age if you just follow what I've said to you. You know, these gentlemen won't get into your property because they have to have evidence, they have to have a search warrant, and this gentleman has let them in, and they still can't prosecute him with the police there. They can't. They've got no authority whatsoever. You know, no authority whatsoever. So this is in this day and age now. This is a joke. This is a complete joke. And of course, there's a lot on YouTube. What's helped the public understand their rights. That coming into the house is nothing to do with them at all. They've got access to the property unless they've got a search warrant. They've got evidence to prove that you're watching live television. Then they can get a search warrant, and they can prove. And you're watching television, fair enough. But this is just a complete joke. This is a complete joke what they're doing. In your property, with police there and asking you to sign something and everything else, and the gentleman's not saying nothing. He's just saying, I'm not, the laws there, I'm breaking any laws, arrest me or whatever. And they're not. It's just and this should never happen anymore. And this is why I'm doing this on this channel. This is why I'm doing it. It should never happen. Hopefully it won't happen to anybody who's watching my channel. Once you know what to expect and what to say to people, if you do open to the front door of the TV license, you just say, no thank you, goodbye, I don't require a license here, goodbye. And this will never happen to anybody of my subscribers or anybody else, hopefully, who watches my channel. And this will never happen again, hopefully anyway, because there's not much things on YouTube now really you can watch. The TBC Girls, they're all been wary now that they've all been filmed on camera. So this is a classic example of really they're going now, they're going to go because they've got no evidence, and the police are there. All this police time been wasted, and they're going now without the police saying sorry to waste your time and everything else. So that's what happens here. They all go in, nothing's happened at all. And like I say, this is what happens, folks. And when you understand what your rights are, this will happen to you, maybe. I don't know.
Yes, there's a TV set on number 5. It's in the front room. And they're watching Columbo.
If you don't have a TV license, it won't take us long to...
Cliff, don't do this. That document's the only proof we have.
No, we don't need this. I changed the TV license. Everyone's going paperless now.
Oh, okay. Great. Sorry about that.
Managing your TV licence needn't be a drama. Go paperless at tvlicensing.co.uk.